Hey everyone, it's Tuesday, February 3rd, and for today, we're gonna do a January recap. First of all, I'm gonna go through all the books, or the two books that I've read in the month of end of December through January. So we have A Little Life by Hanya Yanagihara. This book, it was very, very depressing, and I don't know, it just made me think about life in a different way. The synopsis is: a little life follows four college classmates, broke, adrift, and buoyed only by their friendship and ambition, as they move to New York in search of fame and fortune. While their relationships, which are tinged by addiction, success, and pride, deepen over the decades, the men are held together by their devotion to the brilliant, enigmatic Jude, a man scarred by an unspeakable childhood trauma, a hymn to readily bond, and a masterful depiction of love in the 21st century. Hanya Yanagihara's stunning novel is about the families we are born into and those that we make for ourselves. And I think that's probably the best description of the book. I think this is the first book where I related to all four of the characters. Before, whenever I read a book, I usually only relate to like one, but for it's the author did a very good job, I think, making each character generalized but still having specific moments. So I don't know, this book was very insightful, traumatizing, and overall a good read. Very sad though, so do not read this if you're in a very sad place, because this will get you into an even deeper, sadder place. So don't read this. And then my second book that I finished was the Bridget Riley drawings. It's from the Artist Studio. I think I got this a few years ago. I think it was like a MoMA exhibition, and so she has all these like different paintings and all these different drawings, and seeing it in person was truly beautiful. I thought it was so, it spoke to me at the time, and I don't know why. And I bought the book, but I actually never got to read any of it. And so yeah, I finally had the time to like read the book, and overall it was a very good experience. I got to learn more about how this artist practiced her, like what her art practice was, and how she kind of like grew into what her last works were. And so overall, got a lot of inspirations from this book. I'm glad I finished it. It was sometimes art books are a little bit more difficult because they have a lot of like vocabulary that I just do not understand, and so it was a lot of like looking up a lot of vocabulary. But this book didn't have that much like too hard of a vocabulary, but overall great book to read. Finally finished that. It's on one of my like New Year bingo cards to read 29 books this year, because I'm 29. And so I finished 2, so I have 27 more left. So we'll see how that goes. So that was my reading section. And then some wins. Why yes, this is a trophy. I think it was 2 weeks ago. I went to Vegas to play volleyball for a volleyball tournament, and our team won the intermediate league. This is the Out Loud Sports Sin City Sand Volleyball Championships Intermediate Division 2026. So, clock it. Seeing this trophy in my house every single day is truly just an amazing feeling. I think doing sports as an adult, like out of high school, out of college, it's a very rewarding experience, because you have a team that you play with, and you have all these like emotions, and it's just like when you win, it's just so worth winning something. Usually like in our like volleyball league, we usually get like medals, but having this beautiful big trophy, this was the real kicker. So Vegas was really fun overall, but winning the intermediate league was obviously a very great reward. So yeah, this mantle has been staying on top of our like shelf, and to see it every morning just makes me feel proud of myself, as I feel like I haven't been winning a lot of things, so this was just a very great example of what my year's gonna look like. So that was my big trophy. That was a good win for January. And then I think another big win, obviously, is the painting that I finished. I made a video on it last week, and overall, I'm proud of it. I'm proud of finishing the painting because personally, I think it's a little bit hard for me to like make art outside of like college or outside of a school setting. So for me, it was a nice glimpse of what my future could look like if I actually took the time to invest into my creativity. And so that has been just the painting, the trophy, the books. I feel like I'm heading in a very good direction, and I just want to, recap each every month just with my wins. And again, I guess another win would be that I've finally fully moved in. We have a table now right here, and I'm starting to make my home feel more like a home. So hopefully throughout this year, there'll be small things decorated here and there. Oh wait, I've made other things too. So some other things that I've made this month were fridge magnets. At first they were like a cute date idea. I just wanted to make fridge magnets, but it didn't work out because I used the wrong clay. So I got like the actual correct clay, and so I've been making fridge magnets for our fridge because it's very hard to find fridge magnets. I was like looking on Etsy. I have no idea what this is, but it is what it is. I was trying to look on Etsy to find like fridge magnets because we were running out of we just have a lot of things on our fridge, and I was like, I'm just gonna buy a fridge magnet, and they were expensive. I think they were like $15 for one magnet, and I was like, that's actually extremely expensive, and I don't want to spend money on that, so I just made my own. And so these are some of the few ones that I've made. I love the double egg yolk one that I've made. So those are all the things that I've made, all the books that I've read, and all the small wins that I've had. And hopefully the next month there'll be a ton more work of art and a lot more wins that I can share. That was it.